So a few weeks ago, I was on a call that mattered about a video, and during that call, text coming in, Telegram, which we use for messaging here, by the time I hung up, I couldn't have repeated probably half of what we just talked about. And normally, that's a loss that I just eat. This time, the whole thing was sitting there, organized, the second the call ended, and it's all sort of waiting for me when I get back, captured in a searchable document, ready to be turned into a script or the next video idea. It's been about a decade since Apple first released AirPods and put them in our ears. And in that time, with every single new version and pro version, every keynote, there's been one thing I've wanted them to do that they still haven't done yet. So before I tell you what the solution to that problem is, and it is a good one, let me tell you a solution to perhaps some money problems. Give you a chance to win $500. Made it super simple. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me the first thing you would listen to with your new pair of viaim RecDot earbuds. Tell me a fact about yourself, a story. You can enter once per day, so one comment per day for 10 days. Watch the video all the way through. Give this a thumbs up. Open to anyone in the world. All the information you need way down below. All right, so when viaim, who I've worked with in the past, sent over their RecDot earbuds, and I do want to thank them for sponsoring this video, they are calling these the world's first AI note-taking earbuds. But after a real time with them, they do the exact thing that every other pair in my drawer still can. And before I flip the case open, I do want to be very clear about who these are for and who they're not for, because that definitely matters. The earbuds are light, they're comfortable. They do have active noise canceling and high-res audio. You'll get around 30 to 36 hours of battery with the case, so that's all good. But they are not built to outsound a pair of AirPods Pro or Galaxy Buds. That's not the pitch. I'm not going to try to convince you or pretend that it is. So what makes these worth talking about is everything that happens after listening. It would be awesome to sort of not just hear a call, but to actually capture it, to transcribe it, and then run it through AI to figure out what was worth remembering and what needs to happen next. And that sweet spot is where RecDot makes its case, and it's the one device that does all of those things. So virtual conference room or a real table, you press one button and it starts recording. That's the whole interaction. You're not typing while you're half listening, looking up the actual conversation. You're not babysitting some app. You're not the person at the end saying, hey, can someone send a recap? It captures, it transcribes, and it hands it to the AI model of your choice, whether that's ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. I do want to just maybe back up, talk about the case for a second, because it's doing a lot more than just sort of holding a charge and keeping them safe in your pocket. Sitting in the middle of that case is a red button. It turns the case itself into a recorder. So set it down, middle of a room, table, whatever, press it, and everything gets captured. There's no phone required. viaim is calling that flash record, and it's been really useful when we're in studio and someone starts spitballing video ideas faster than I could write them down or remember them. Or put the earbuds in, hop on a call, tap once, and record straight from your ears. There's no second device, no one to put on speaker. This was supposed to be an AirPods thing years ago, and I kind of stopped expecting anyone to actually pull it off. And then you use it, and it really does actually work. Once the call ends, the app hands me back a clean transcript, summary, and the follow-ups I don't have to write down myself. There are a couple dozen templates in there, so a client call comes back formatted differently than a brainstorm or an interview. There is one, I think, a limitation that I found. It has not neatly labeled who said what. So it's not gonna tag every line with a name in a crowded meeting, so just know that going in. It starts a fresh paragraph when a new person jumps in or there's a break in the convo. For how I actually use it, that hasn't been the point or problem, because the piece I lean on constantly is search. I can take a 2-hour call and later that night when one detail is nagging me to type a word into the app and it drops me straight into the moment, the timestamp, and all that it was said. That's the feature that has changed how I work. So this is one place that Apple and the RecDot actually do go head to head. So just to be fair about it, the newest AirPods will translate a conversation live in your ear now. I don't want to pretend that that is not cool and useful, because it most definitely is. It runs about a dozen languages, and only on a recent enough iPhone, and only in regions where Apple has flipped it on. RecDot pulls the same move off without defenses. It records the other person, plays the translation back in your ear in real time, and shows you the original audio on a translation side by side. The difference, it covers 78 languages. It doesn't care whether you're on an iPhone or an Android. So somebody wondering where all the audio goes, That's handled seriously. It's HIPAA and SOC2 and the certifications that you'd want that should keep things on the device itself. It does tell people that it's recording by default, and you should know the rules where you live before you record anyone. That part's on you, not the earbuds. So after serious time with these, they do what they're supposed to, and that is a big deal in tech. They're not replacing my AirPods Pro for a flight or AirPods Max when I want to sit down and watch a movie. But when I'm not in work mode, these are what's on my ears or sitting in my bag at the studio, ready to go. And in my ears for pretty much every FaceTime or every Google Meet or every Zoom call that I have. They run around $200. There's a free plan that covers 600 minutes worth of transcription a month, which I think is probably plenty to capture a full month of meetings and then some. If you do want to check it out, links to everything you need are down below. And one heads up, get the real ones. viaim did this well enough that there are a lot of copycats all over the place when you start searching for them that look identical, and they work nothing like the same. So check to make sure they came from viaim. If you want earbuds with real intelligence behind them, the kind that quietly does the hard part for you, this is the one I'm reaching for every single time. The magic Apple keeps promising finally showed up. It just wasn't Apple who built it.